Hello, Shalom Ola, and welcome to the Spiritual Life with Mystic Reverend Travis Tidwell. And I'm here tonight with a special guest, my future co-host here, Ashley.
Hi, everybody.
High Priestess in Training, and I want to, as we start this podcast this night, acknowledge another High Priestess we have here tonight, my daughter Athena, who's the executive producer of this podcast. So we want to acknowledge her, and I want to thank her this night because this podcast is brought to you by the Lord God Yahweh, powered by Sacred Dragon. And I am one Sacred Dragon. And this is episode 20, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking at my producer right now. Can you validate that real quick for us here? I love being spontaneous too. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I have Ashley here with me. Ashley has history with me. She's been here with me before and studied, and she has her own spiritual background, which she brings to the table as far as not only as a member in the group. I'm sorry, which one? 21? This is 21? Okay. So this is episode 21, ladies and gentlemen. But no, Ashley brings her own energy to the group, and she's studying with me to really perfect her own craft.
Absolutely.
And she is going to be a dynamite psychic here in the near future, and that's what I'm programming her for. She will be the top priestess when it's all said and done, probably.
That's the game plan.
Well, yeah, because you're putting the time, and you have the time available to put in and invest right now. It's all about timing. Mm-hmm. You know, I have other priestesses in the group that are great. You know, I mean, Tanya's been with me for many years, and some people come and go, but to really achieve is to complete. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I know that you will, because, like I said, you've been here before, and you're back.
Yeah,
you know?
The Spirit called me back, and I knew the minute once I started getting those vibrations, getting like the things straight to the dome.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to call you. So.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I've been looking for somebody who could really share the energy on the podcast with me, and so this is where we're at right now. She's special guest, soon to be co-host for sure.
And I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for being here. You know, God and Yahweh works in mysterious ways. But tonight we're going to be talking about the magic of oils.
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, as we kind of chatted a little bit about it earlier before the podcast, as we were having some technical difficulties. I was telling her that, you know, again, we live in this metaphysical world, and at some point, we forget that everything has an energy and a spirit to it. Mm-hmm. So, at some point, we know that the tree has a spirit, the flower has a spirit, herbs have spirits. Alcohol has spirits.
It's named spirits.
That they say spirits and ribs. You know, come on. You know what I'm saying, yeah. Or however they phrase it, but they use the word spirits. Mm-hmm. So when you start looking at that energy, everything starts to change. Now you can see that there's something living in everything. Okay, so when just tonight we blessed the spirit of the sage, and so. Initially, you can just grab an oil and say, okay, divine source, or whatever your terminology wants to be. I would say Father, Mother, Holy Spirit, divine source, bless the I could say bless this oil. I could say bless the spirit of this oil, but it wouldn't be proper.
And can you explain a little bit why that wouldn't be proper?
Because, as I said, all herbs and trees, they have spirits. Mm-hmm. Oils have genies. The Gen.
Yeah, okay, so you got to elaborate a little bit more on this, because I'm sure the people want to know.
Yeah, I mean, so when we go back, we talked earlier, Aladdin, you know, and the magic lantern, you know what I'm saying? And the genie that would appear, that really comes from a true story, to be very honest with you. Mm-hmm. But through cartoons and movies and fiction, they've defrauded it. You know,
like much of Hollywood does to most stories.
Of course. So you never talk about genies. I dream of Genie. I'm your genie in a, you know, that's. I mean, I'm serious. Where else we're using this word genie today, ladies and gentlemen? We're not. And so a genie is real, and it's a spirit of its own. Of course, it's an energy and essence of something, but it's a genie. So the proper thing to do always when you have an oil. If you have never done this, you would want to acknowledge the genie and acknowledge the joy, the oil that has a genie to it. They say the most powerful genie is the olive oil.
The olive oil. Is there a specific kind of olive oil?
I don't know. Virgin's always good to start with. You know, I mean, hey,
Uh-oh.
yeah, it's either regular virgin, double virgin, triple X version.
There's like
you know,
robust and grapeseed. Okay, I watched the whole documentary. That's why I had to ask.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, for sure. So it's just amazing how we can look at these different items here today that come naturally from mother. You know, so they have their own virtues and properties, just like crystals do. So tonight, in this episode, we're going to talk more about this. So yeah, it's kind of amazing. You get the idea what we're talking about for genies, you know. Because if we were in a future podcast, we'll mix some herbs and make a recipe. But we're not going to bless. There's no genie in there unless I decide to add an oil, and then I would have to bless the genie of the oil to commingle with the spirits of the herbs, so we can all live as one. You know.
Okay, so just so I understand, there's a genie in every oil.
That's right.
Okay.
Every oil that has a genie. Eucalyptus oil has it. We have some eucalyptus oil right here. Now the Now brand is the generic, but it's really good. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars for oils to think I'm getting the best. You know, if it's a natural and it's a good oil, I mean, just go with it. But eucalyptus is one of my favorite oils because,
Love eucalyptus.
yeah, it's just a healing oil. It kills bacteria and viruses.
Much like I was talking about the Palo Santo. That's why I had to ask. Anything, especially during the time
People
of
have
COVID.
told me that about the Palo Santo, also about sage killing, COVID as an example, or that in the air. We're burning thieves right now in a diffuser. You know what I'm saying? We've already had sage, and hopefully marijuana kills it too. I'm not sure, but
I haven't got it yet. Just kidding.
yeah, knock on wood, yeah. So, but you know, and here's an oil that, like I said, healing, but also will remove negative spirits. You know, I mean, there are some oils you don't have to call in a priest, you know, and do something real serious if it's not that bad. If you're just dealing with energy, even entities though who are negative wouldn't like the smell. Okay, but this is one of the best healing oils out there in the world, honestly.
And you can use this universally with almost anything that you mix. Smell-wise, can you mix it with other oils?
Yeah, you can. Like my favorite recipe is 50% eucalyptus and 50% rosemary.
And what would we use this for?
Healing.
Healing. Perfect.
Yeah, definitely healing. I know that like going back to places like Africa, where they might have a spirit come into a body to talk to them. When they're done, they throw them into a tub of eucalyptus leaves, so the spirit will jump out of them.
And it's been proven to work.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's an African recipe.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. I've seen a video on that stuff before. It's crazy, you know. So yeah, no, eucalyptus oil it's that powerful. And you know, rosemary is good by itself, but I like cooking with rosemary. You know, as we all do.
What would we cook? Sorry, that sounds stupid. Rosemary.
Yeah.
Rosemary oil.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean the herb itself more than the oil. Excuse me. But rosemary is a very powerful healing agent, and that's why I would always mix those two together to just double that. As we were going to start the podcast, and I broke out a little box of oils, and they were all the same oil. I'm going, oh my God, what is this? It's like, so we broke out some other stuff here to look at today. One of the books that's out there today that I have used for 32 years is the Riva Golden Secrets of Mystic Oils, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, and it does have a little bit of a Santeria to it, but it really has more of a Catholic background. You know, the Latin culture has been very good about mingling the two together. You know, and so I've always honored Riva and her products. Some could be a little cringy. People might think are cheesy, but I feel that depending on the product you're using, you know.
There's a lot of stuff out there. So
you know, and
if it works, it works.
Yeah, and she's really good at having, you know, information with psalms and prayers like that kind of help you get through stuff. So you're not going to some demon spirit for help, you know. you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because in everything we do, we want to make sure that we have light with us, and it's all done in divine light and love and that kind of empowerment, you know.
That's the only way to go.
Yeah, you bet. So I guess we'll talk about this first oil we picked up tonight was the court oil. Remember?
I had a sniff of that, and that is strong.
I haven't sniffed this in a long time.
It is
Let's see
strong.
what it is
I'm
here.
just letting you guys know. Like, no one in court would
Man.
Want to be around you.
Yeah, and don't drink that shit, whatever you do. Don't drink it or snort it, please.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. This is a blended oil. And I believe even in her book here, let's see here, I do have a recipe of using that oil because I am a ceremonial magician, master dragon teacher, dragon magic, so I can kind of create anything I want.
All the above.
But yeah, but seriously, you know, she has a lot of good information, and I just wanted to see if she had. Yeah, she's got the court oil here, and let me see where we had that. Okay. Are you still here? Court, excuse me. Believers in magical powers, fragrances, always take this scent into the courtroom. Okay.
And then how is that supposed to help? Like,
Well, they say here,
this.
rub it on the bottom of your feet and the palm of your hands before entering the building in which the trial or where you have to make the appearance. The aroma should carry it through the proceedings. Serenity will help you. It'll bring serenity to you to help you be calm and handle the proceedings, and will help litigate anything negative into your favor. And what you would have to do is you'd have to bless the genie of that oil. Now, I'm sure you could just take the oil out and put it on, and it's going to emanate whatever its intention was. Because that's the whole trip. You know, what was that oil intended for?
Are you just going to say genie of the court oil?
I would say, yeah, well, I would say, Father Yahweh, where is it? What do we got here? Where do we have it? Court oil. Oh. I would say, Father Yahweh, Holy and Divine Spirit, I call upon you to bless the genie of this oil, you know, and assisting me and bringing me success in my legal challenges. You know, so be it, amen. Or I could even take that and then I could also go, and now I charge the genie of this oil with a pentagram. You know what I'm saying? And go over and then bring it up, wah, cha 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 cha, boom, and then I could, you know. So there's different methods of blessing, ladies and gentlemen.
But how about for the people at home?
Yeah, thank you. In the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, you're blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm an ex-Catholic, so it's that simple. You can say Father, Spirit, Holy Spirit, whatever your terminology is. Father, Mother, Godmother, you know, Father. Bless the genie of this oil.
Now, let me ask you a question. So I know hands matter when you're trying to will your power. Now, does it matter either hand, your left or your right, or does it?
Well, if you're right-handed, you're going to want to use that as the dominant hand to bless with. Left-handed, it'll be just the opposite. You know, you have to understand that, and that's a good question. You know, I'm holding this in my receptive hand. You know, and remind me to stay close to the mic, producer. And I'm using my projective hand, my masculine hand, to bless and project that energy onto it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but you could just say, God bless the spirit, bless the genie of this oil, and boom, it's done. It's done. You know, it's not rocket science. The words are important.
Of course.
You know, and your intention with those words.
And just one more question about that. Where could I, if I needed it by chance?
You could go on. You could go to Travistidwell.us and get it on my website. Coming up here, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you could find it other places if you want to Google it or something like that. But yeah, I have that available for sale on my website that we're going to be launching coming up here, which Ashley is going to be helping manage the website. She's involved. We're going to have a newsletter out, and we've got some great things coming for 2021.
Legit. It's very nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, and we're also going to be promoting the newhealingrays.org organization that I'm officially making a nonprofit.
That's
and
exciting.
We have a lot of stuff we're going to be promoting spiritually.
I think it's needed right now during this time. I think people need an extra boost of some light and love.
You bet.
To be honest.
Now here's another oil that I use frequently, and it's a great oil. It's called Hyjon.
Hyjon.
Yeah, sniff that and tell me what you think.
I think I might have sniffed this one already.
I have this new watch on. It's just not working out.
Honestly,
am I still in the picture?
You know what it reminds me of? The beach. It has like a nice.
And for those of you at home, we're also videotaping this so we can put you on YouTube and you can see us doing this there. Then you can see the oils we're holding in our hand, this beautiful crystal we have on the table.
Crystal's amazing.
But yeah, so Highjon is derived from the Highjon root, which is used in Louisiana in most voodoo rituals. The Highjon root, they're always taking that to the crossroads. You know what I'm saying? And it's a very powerful oil, and that oil will enhance any magic you're doing. It will just magnify it. Again, she has that in her book here, which I love. Let's see what she says here for us that I can share with you tonight. And I did not even bother to mark this before we started, but hey, it's all good. Highjon the Conqueror. Highjon, same attributes as Highjon the Conqueror, aiding the wearer in all efforts and enhancing one's mental abilities.
I like that.
So it's good for that. This brings about favorable results in one's undertakings. So when I'm doing candle magic, I'll dress it with this oil. I'll bless the genie of the oil, and then I'll charge it. I'll do charge it, and ask it to manifest my magic on that item that I'm working with. So this is a very powerful. You could even just anoint yourself with this on your wrist, possibly, and just go throughout your day, feeling empowered and charged to take on the world and overcome any challenges you might have. It's a great oil, and it's all natural. Highjon root. And we've already did one class on magical herbs. I've done one episode already on that, I believe, recently. And our next one we'll do a podcast soon. We're going to make some prosperity herbs together.
Prosperity herbs is everything we need right now.
Yeah, so we'll do a recipe for prosperity and do it on the podcast and show people how we're doing it and take it home and burn it and make money.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we need in 2021.
Yeah, now here I have some dragon's blood oil.
Which is actually my favorite. That's the first one you introduced me to.
Right.
Like 3 years ago.
And you can buy this right now at the Mystical Dragon in Carlsbad.
That's where I bought mine.
Yeah. You can buy it there. This oil. Now, this oil, I've charged and blessed the genie of the oil of this dragon's blood to be used to remove all negative energy and stagnation and negative spirits.
It's actually helped me through my day at work. I'm not going to lie. I always have a really great day when I put this on my jewelry, behind my ears, and on my wrists. Right,
because it's keeping all the negative energy away.
Yeah, it's great.
But also, I could charge the genie of this oil to work with love if I wanted to.
Oh, what?
Yeah, for a love spell or to maybe
forget Tinder.
Or there you go. Or to enhance my magic if I was doing a love amulet. Now I never promote doing love potion or spell on a person, period, because it's all about free will.
Free will,
period.
Yeah.
And trust me, I've seen it happen where somebody did magic, got that person. It only lasted for so many years, and it was ugly. It was ugly.
But I'm glad you brought that up, though. So that's something that people should be cautious of, though. If someone's like, hey, we can manifest this spell for your perfect person to fall in love with you, you should probably beware, correct?
I would, honestly. Now, I've had people say, I need love. Well, let me do you a candle for love. And that means I'm going to do a candle to open up your chakras and your energy, to move some energy for maybe you to find love.
And to unblock some stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. As I said, but I'm not going to say, oh, you like that girl? Well, give me your, that's not going to happen.
Oh, there's a lot of psychos out there.
Oh, hell yeah. No, believe me, I've had some beautiful girls come to me before and go, man, this is what happened to me. Try to go, damn, that guy was desperate, but no, it's sad when you think about that. It's very sad. And I've had people call me and go, what can you do right now? And you're just like, stop it. I can't do anything.
You're like, love yourself. That's
now,
what you can do.
I've also done candles for people where we've reversed their bad luck with love, or let's reverse stuff and remove stuff off of you that's blocking your happiness with love. Everything is karma.
Of course, that I do.
Everything is karma. So if you're having something with love going on, it's your karma, and you need to fix it.
Especially if the same thing keeps repeating itself.
Well, there's a pattern. Then you know that you have to break that pattern.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you don't break it, Spirit's going to break it for you. And one thing I found out on my path is that just give me a hint, Spirit, and I'll take care of it. Because if they take care of it, oh my God, they'll have no mercy.
So
I
after,
told you.
yes,
You know, I told you. It's like, okay.
it's like if you're not a participant, you're going to be a spectator in a worse way.
Yeah. And you know, and it's like now you have to imagine that. Well, I am a son of Yahweh, so my father's pissed. I'm gonna get my ass whipped. Okay, Spirit will kick my ass some way, and I'll have to learn that lesson. Especially if I keep repeating it. So, you know, one thing about studying the Kabbalah and being a mystic and working with spirit is you learn how to process things very quickly. You're human, so you're going to feel anger, you're going to feel hate, you're going to feel lust, you're going to feel love, you're going to feel joy, you're going to feel pain. I mean, it's all there in the physical body, being a human.
Of course.
But how you interpret it and how you process it and how you carry it with you is going to be the big difference in your life.
That's where that letting it go comes from.
Letting it go, living in the now, accepting that, well, it was meant to be or what happened.
Thank you for the lesson.
You know, yeah, and sometimes it's hard. You know, sure, I could think about a relationship, and I still wish that was going on, that was hard, or, you know, anything of that nature. But no, I have to live in the now and know that the future's better. It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be. You know, I've made it this far in life. Why wouldn't it be? See, and I feel that's where a lot of people get in that vibration where they get depressed. Gee whiz, I know this ain't going to happen to me today, you know, kind of crap, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Well, I can say I used to be that kind of person until I got myself out of that. And I was like, man, I can finally see for the first time. So when you do get yourself out of that, you start living your life for the first time.
Yeah, you know, and that's why I started using cherry oil. Now I was going to see if I had some cherry oil in here. What happened was last time I had a client come over, a long time ago, I just, she was so depressed, I think she took the bottle. But
that sounds about right.
yeah, and this is really dusty. I haven't traveled in a while. I'll probably go to San Francisco, Northern California this year. I have clients up there. They've already contacted me.
That'd be a good trip.
But let me see what I have here in the bag. But yeah, cherry oil I usually promote, and I have. You can buy that also at the Mystical Dragon. And you sniff that 3 times, and you put some on your throat chakra, and it takes depression off your body.
That one kind of stings a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Thank you. Now that will burn your skin.
Yes.
And if you're white, be very careful.
Just
and
a dab.
and no matter what color your skin is, if you've been sweating,
Oh yeah.
or you shaved there, forget about it.
Yeah,
it's gonna kick your butt.
Yeah,
it's
my
gonna
throat
it's gonna be very painful. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So don't overdo it. I say just put a little bit. So here's one of my leather bags. I've had this leather bag for 30 years. My first Indian teacher, who was Native American, she made all my leather bags and goods for me. And I have these little doTERRA stuff in here too. And it's crazy the stuff I carry with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have so many dang
You
trinkets.
know, and this usually goes in my traveling bag. You know, yeah, because I am the shaman.
The shaman.
I am really. When I worked for Psychic Friends, they used to call me the Beverly Hills Shaman.
Don't you have you have a long list of certifications?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've worked at Psychic Friends, and I was, you know, in the top 10 category at Psychic Friends. I was their complaint department.
Of course.
And then when I worked with Jackie Stallone, Sylvester Stallone's mother, I entered her elite psychic circle, and then I did information commercial with her, you know. So, you know, and I've worked on some murder cases. I mean, I've been around the block. I've done some radio shows at KGB. With I can't remember who it was back in the day when I channeled Jerry Garcia for him and blah blah blah, you know. So I've been around the block, you know. And for me, it's not about. There's no school that can really certify you, even though they do have the Berkeley School Institution of Psychic Development. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I have met some people there who are valid. You know.
There's another one in San Francisco, I think, too. That's fairly big.
Yeah, and that's all fine and dandy. But here's the whole deal. We all have the gift, but who's going to nurture it? And not everybody's destined to do this. You know, yeah. This isn't something you just, for me, like I just turn it off. Like, okay, this is just what I do for a living. This is like my lifestyle. This is my personality. This is me. I'm living my belief system. I'm living myself in this vibration of my truth, so to speak.
You really do eat, breathe, live it every single day. You cook it, you walk it. It consumes your whole life.
Yeah, and and let me tell you something. You're right. Even when I'm cooking, I mean, I bless my food, everything. But a lot of times, I did think I talked about this on one of my episodes, where I'm projecting the energy in my food when I'm cooking it with spirit, and I'm thinking constantly, this food's gonna be healthy and delicious. You know,
you're nourishing your body.
I'm putting my intention in everything I do. You know, everything. Now let's see what else we have. Now there's a very special oil I'm going to share with you tonight. Let's see if we can find it. It's not labeled, but I'll know the smell. that's frankincense. Yummy. That smells good. That's a pure frankincense oil. And frankincense is one of God's favorite smells. God, that just smells so good. Smell that. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, it just smells holy. It's a holy smell.
Yeah, and that's God's favorite smell is frankincense. Also, the god Ra, the sun god Ra in Egypt. That's his favorite also.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, no. And they say that, there you go. And they say that the Lord God Yahweh and the god Ra have a couple things in common. Number one, they do love the frankincense smell. But they're both considered to be gods amongst gods.
So frankincense seems to reappear often throughout history. So what do you feel is the biggest property of frankincense? Like, what would we use that for the people at home?
This is for cleansing and purifying your home. They use it in exorcisms. But you can also use it as a fragrance just to honor the holiest spirit there is on the planet.
Are you just putting it on a door sill, window?
I walk around the house. I burn it on the altar, whatever.
Whatever.
In Catholic Church, they burn it as they walk through the aisles, and you can see them blessing their altars and cleansing it with the frankincense.
I think people still like that are getting into this still have a hard time like learning how to smudge and sage. So with oil, it's like, how do you work with that?
With an oil?
With an oil, like if I wanted to use the frankincense in my home.
Well, and if you wanted to use the frankincense, you could put it in a diffuser, number one, if it's a good oil. Number two, you would sniff it 3 times. With anything in life, you sniff 3 times. And so you sniff it 3 times. Is my executive producer awake? When I'm not away from the mic, let me know. So I'm sorry. When I'm working with frankincense oil, after I bless the Genie and I charge it, I'll usually put it on my wrist or behind my ear, or maybe I'll dab it on my third eye. I'm very intuitive, so whatever I'm feeling, but just put it somewhere on your body and let it work with you.
Gotcha.
Is how that's going to work.
How you're going to feel for it.
Yeah. Dragon's blood is one of the few oils that you can put into a spray bottle of water and spray your house with it and cleanse everything.
That I believe.
Yeah, and I do that. I'll do that for I do that for people too. Let's see what this was here again. Yeah, it was dragon's blood. Some more dragon's blood. Is that 2 dragon's bloods? No, it's not. It must have been the first one. Okay, I'm getting confused here. I got too many oils here on the table. Let's see what this is. These are my little traveling bags. Oh, this is anise.
And say that one more time.
Anise.
Anise. Oh, it smells like a black licorice.
Yeah, anise. That's exactly what it is.
What do you call it? There's a drink in Colombia that smells like that too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. No, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
And this helps you develop your psyche. And I've been using anise for 32 years, anointing my third eye with it.
I felt that in here as soon as it went through the nasal cavity.
A lot of times with anise, I'll sniff it, bless it, and then I'll put some in my palm chakra, rub my palms, and shuffle my cards, and get it on my tarot cards. You should try that. You will, I'm sure, too. Here we have now here's the oil of the evening. This oil is the oil of oils. It's the oil of oils. There you go, baby. You start vibrating right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, bring it here.
Bring it here. Show me. Let me get some of this put away here so I'm not making too much of a mess for myself. I think you need to walk over here and smell this too. No, you'll do it now. My executive producer, man, she's like so controlling though. This is probably my favorite smell in the whole wide world.
Out of every single oil you have, this is it. Creme de la creme.
And I want to thank my beautiful spiritual sister, Samantha. When you watch this podcast, Sam, I want to thank you for this oil. Okay. This is spikenard.
Spikenard.
And there's one story in the Bible where Mary, when she washes Jesus' feet, she buys a pint of spikenard and she washes his feet. So this is what Jesus' feet smelled like. No pun intended, but seriously. I'm not even joking. So put some on your finger and rub that on your wrist. Rub your wrist together, maybe.
Oh, wow. It smells like
put some on your third eye.
It's like a heavenly baby.
Yeah, no, it's very powerful. Isn't it holy?
No, it's definitely up there with the holy.
Yeah, there's nothing like it in the world. It's just got this clean scent to it. It smells clean. It smells pure. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could smell this. This is
Yeah,
heaven.
it's spikenard, ladies and gentlemen. And back in the day, this was expensive stuff. So I'm so very blessed because most of everything I have, a lot of stuff's just been given to me. But you notice back here, I do have some big bottles of oils. I do bottle my oil and sell my own oils and use my own oils because I am a shaman.
And then that will also be on the website, correct?
Yeah, my new website coming out that we're going to be relaunching my business. COVID's affected everybody's business, mine too. So I have been doing free classes on the internet Wednesday nights, helping people out.
Meditation group's always great.
Yeah, I'm doing a great, thank you. I'm doing a meditation once a month on Zoom. So for those of you out there who are looking to meditate
Yes.
and looking for that spiritual information, you go check out my podcast on YouTube, Travis Tidwell. What is it? Travis Tidwell Podcast at YouTube, right? Okay. And you can also email me at travistidwellpodcast.gmail.com and tell me what you think of the show. Have any questions? I'm more than happy to answer that on the podcast for you live. I want to promote here tonight also not only my website, travistidwell.us, that we're going to be launching here soon and working on with a newsletter and the whole 9 yards. What else do I got going on?
I just kind of wanted to go back to the meditation because I know, especially with people starting out on their spiritual journey, you want to learn how to meditate and you feel like you can only go so far. So I feel like watching these videos and actually listening to Travis, he gets you to a different level of meditation. And I feel since then,
thank you.
yeah, no, it's completely clear. My days go a lot better.
Right.
I'm a lot more aligned with myself.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to do a meditation tape and put it out there. It'll be on the website for sale, for download for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Yeah,
So
I do it with the
everybody-
group, and I've been doing that. I've been doing this meditation for 25 years, and this was given to me by my guide Hermes.
You get people's mind in the cosmic playhouse.
Yeah,
Definitely
for
out
sure.
there.
No, and you have your own personal experience, which is such a beautiful thing.
It is.
And I also want to promote my album, Time Has Come, on Spotify, iTunes, Pandora. It's cutting edge, new age, spiritual music. There's real Keys of Solomon prayers on there and information that I'm singing.
People around the world are listening to it.
No, they have, for
Yeah.
sure. There's no joke about that. And
Yeah.
right now I'm in the process of getting, I just bought a portable music studio. And I'll be working on my second album here soon. And I have a 4-string lyre, or they're called lyres, and there's only 3 in the world. I have one of them. And I'm just now having it electrified, so it'll be the only one in the world like that. And hopefully I'll be able to incorporate that on some of my new songs coming up here. I know it's going to inspire me to write some new songs.
Do you think the world is ready? Is
Yeah.
the world ready for that?
I'm hoping so. After what we've been going through lately on this planet, I mean, we just hit it. We're in January 2021, by the way, on this podcast tonight. And after what we've been through, the world is ready for me, finally.
Yeah, at this point, I feel anything's absolutely possible. So
You
we've
bet.
seen it all.
And
More
let's
to
not
see.
forget that we just entered the Aquarian age officially.
Yeah, it's
Officially.
it's an exciting, it's an auspicious
Which means
time.
that the Piscean age is leaving us, which means that we're now clearing the stage from the cross and to Jesus. And I have a whole philosophy on that, and we'll be talking about that in another podcast, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But those props and those stage symbols are now leaving us, and it's time to set a new stage, an Aquarian stage.
It's the new
You know,
renaissance.
it is. It
Yep.
is. So I'm excited to share that. I want to thank you tonight for being on this
you
podcast
for
with me.
having me.
I'm excited to have her with me as my new co-host coming up here and working with me on this podcast.
Yes.
I want to thank my executive producer, the goddess Athena over here.
No,
High
she really is
priestess.
the goddess.
You know what I'm saying, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like that West Coast right now.
West Coast magic.
No, I want to thank everybody out there, and I'm hoping that this information we've shared with you this night would be a blessing, a benefit, and a service. God bless you and your families, your pets, and all those that you live on this night and forever. So be it.
So be it.
Time has come to be erased. Time has come for a change.